Yeah, yeah. We just chillin' and vibing. Good conversations with good people. Oh, good conversations with good people. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, 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 this your boy Larry, and I'm chilling and vibing with Texas' very own, Houston, Texas' very own,
Yes,
Hardhead
sir.
Teller.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
man?
What's going down, man? What's the word?
Hey, you already know, man, we chilling and vibing, man. I appreciate you for coming through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Long overdue.
Yeah,
Very long
man.
overdue.
Hey, we here now. We here now.
Oh, for real.
So, man, how life in Texas is, man? Houston, H-Town.
Houston, man. It's lovely, man. It's lovely. That's all I can say. I just moved back. I just moved back probably like last July. Last July, I was up there up north, Milwaukee.
Ooh,
It's different
too
up there. Up north,
fast, too
it's
cold.
different. Up north is different. Them winters is what did it. I say, nah, I'd rather be fighting for my life in the heat than fighting in the snow. At least I'm
Facts.
saying I'm used to that type of devil.
Dang, man, that where Megan Thee Stallion from. Megan, she from Houston.
Megan, Beyonce, Travis,
Beyonce. Yeah,
Lowe, Sauce Walker, we got them. A lot of them.
I see, man. So like, who do you see on a regular? Like when you out?
On the regular, I'm not gonna lie, just because of where I work and how I work, everything is all TSF artists. You know what I'm saying? Sauce Walker, honestly, probably the least. You know what I'm saying? Because he's everywhere. Peso, probably the least. But aside from that, it'll be TSF artists. That's about it. Young Al, another one. You know what I'm saying? I see him. We actually work together. We got something brewing. Just got to get this video done. Aside from that, believe it or not, I work with everybody, but I'm really low key. You know what I'm saying? I record, then I dip. That's really about it. But a call and I'm there. Simple.
Who inspired you to want to do music, man? How that journey started?
Additionally, it's my uncle, my cousin, and my other cousin. Three of them, they was rapping. And I think I was like 10, 11. They, you know what I'm saying, the home studio. And I'm just like, man, listening to music all day, every day. Mom's turning on when she cleaning, when she cooking, when she mad, when she happy. You know what I'm saying? So music was on 24/7. And I'm like, man, I see my people. I'm like, they actually making it. You know what I'm saying? And I say whatever I say, little freestyles here and there, just matching words. But I'm like, they actually making music, so I can make music. Now, professionally, Tupac, I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, by himself, Tupac was the only one that's like, man, I need to do that. I could connect with people on a more intellectual level like that because I've always been smart, you know what I'm saying? Just very when I was in school, I was really in them books. I'm talking about real smart. And I'm just like, man, I could do that intellectually and poverty because I didn't experience both sides. So Tupac was the biggest one. And then I'm like, okay, I want to put that passion in like pop. Then I'm like, I want to put this wordplay in like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Then I just want to put some. Where did you come up with this? Like Eminem, and that was it. I tried to be all three.
Hey, that's a nice factor right there. Triple threat.
For real, for real.
Your song "Take a Ride." How did that song come about?
Man, listen. That song right there. I got locked up in 2017. I was 20 years old. I wrote Take a Ride. I'm talking about I'm in there, I'm writing. Same as every artist do when they get locked up. I released Take a Ride in 2023. I want to say on the safe side. I honestly don't even remember no more. But I wrote it in 2018, sitting in the sitting in a cell, and I'm like, man, I want my first song to be when I get out. I want my first song to be Houston. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I, I I'm overly loyal to my city. And I'm just like, man, I was working on my melodies because I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta pay attention. And I see that pure rap is dying down. People is, you know what I'm saying, melodies, auto tune, a little bit of that. So I'm like, I can come up with something. And I'm just like, I always like, ever since I had a car, I'm like, come take a ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Take a ride, take a ride. Go picking up whoever, let's take a ride. And then I'm just like, man, I need to go from there. And I wrote the hook first. And then I wrote the hook probably in like 5 minutes, 5, 7 minutes. Then I wrote that first verse and I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is it. And then I sat on it. Sat on it. I'm talking about I didn't write the second verse. I wrote the hook and the first verse in 2018. Second verse, I didn't even write till about 2020, maybe 2021. Cause I'm in prison. I got time. I don't have to finish every song. So I got so many songs with just a hook and a first verse, but that's really all you need. It's easy to go from there. You know what I'm saying? And just in case I want to have a feature, because I don't want to write a verse, it's so live, but then it's like, dang, I really want to put a feature on it. Now I gotta either scrap the verse or make the song too long. And one thing I learned is that when I was locked up, they got radios and stuff. Get them off of commissary. Songs had gotten short. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard a song with 3 verses. So
Nope.
I'm like,
And
well,
it
I
done
gotta
changed.
catch up.
Yeah, it done
Exactly. And I
changed.
was like, man, it's barely even 16 bars anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I had to adapt to that in a place where the world is completely cut off to you, but I still managed to make it work. And Take a Ride was one of my favorites. I'm sitting in the day room. Hey man, hey, hit that Take a Ride for me. Hit that Take a Ride. Dominoes, chess game. Hey, come hit that Take a Ride. I'm like, man, y'all finna have to start paying some noodles or something. That's
So like
how it went,
the
man.
video, man. I saw you shot the video, whatever.
Hmm.
That was dope. That was all Texas right there with the Dayton's on.
Yes, man. Big shout out to 2 3 Films. Big shout out to 2 3 Films. I hit him up. I couldn't even tell you how I got in contact with him. I know I just hit nope. Mike Red, you know what I'm saying? Another Houston producer. Very, 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 very good at what he does. I hit him and I'm like, man, I got the song. I need a video. I shot him the song. He like, man, this is hard. He's like, you definitely need a video. I'm like, man, I just got out. I don't have nobody off rip that I could think of. And he sent me like 3 of them. I went down everybody's catalog. 2 3 Films is the only one that really just stuck out to me. And what I love the most about him is you know what I'm saying, as an artist, I don't know about other artists, but I know me, I just want to record it and I want to do the video. Hey, how you want your video? I don't know. I feel like you should know. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your expertise. And he knew exactly every idea in there from the car to the scenes to the police, you know what I'm saying? Mio was completely him and it just turned out perfect. I was a little nervous if you could see it. That was my very first video. I was nervous, but it came out the way it came out and I think I hit about 20,000 views in like the first 2 3 months.
Dang, yeah, that's dope.
First
And
first record out of prison. I put all my chips in one basket.
your song Pain, man. That one right there vibe by itself too. So like,
Appreciate
what
it,
inspired
man.
you to write that one, man?
Pain is 100% true story. Prior prior to me getting locked up, my cousin had got killed. My cousin got killed in 2015. I got locked up in 2017. He got killed in 2015. And this was like my favorite cousin, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite cousins out of the top two. I'm talking about we real, real, real close. I'm still working at Walmart. I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was as my friends like to say, a SoundCloud rapper at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working at Walmart. My auntie called me back to back to back to back to back, and the auntie that called me, she's one of those aunties that you don't hear from unless it's like, you know what I'm saying, a get together or something bad. So she called me. I'm steady missing it because I'm like, man, I don't care about a barbecue right now. I'm trying to get this overtime. She was like, call me ASAP. I'm like, I called her, and the way she like, it was so simple. She was like, hey, She's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm working." She was like, she did the dramatic as like, "You want to go sit down?" No, I don't. And so she's like, "Well, I just want to tell you that Cavante got murdered last night," and I'm talking about like everything around me froze, and then it's just like, who uses the word murder? It's so dramatic, and that like did it for me the most. And you know what I'm saying? I was 2015. I was what 19. Yeah, I was 19. So he was had to be about 21. And yeah, and it just like so I've written so many songs about him, right? None of them was right, if that makes sense. So I'd write them, rehearse them, perform them in my head, and it's like, nah, this ain't it. Then I scrap it. Kept doing that over and over until I wrote Pain sitting outside of the studio. Um, I went to go do this other track. I forgot what it was, but I'm waiting on the engineer to pull up, and I'm just going through beats, and then that beat came on, and I'm like, dang, this is it. And me, my writing technique. If I listen to the beat first, the beat decides the song for me. If that makes sense. So I'm listening, and it's just like it sounds like a little bit of pain. You know what I'm saying? And then I just first two lines, I started out with the verse. The first two lines, I'm like, all right, this is it. This is it. This is the one I could do about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, we in good graces now. And I wrote it. My little brother was sitting on the side of me in the passenger seat, still waiting on the engineer. He talking about, man, I'm gonna be about 15 minutes late. The song that I went to originally record, and I was only doing one song because I had to get in and get out. Song I went to go record, I couldn't even tell you what it was. By the time I finished writing Pain, I'm like, this is it. I gotta go record it. And it stuck with me. I did somebody else I did the video with, and that turned out amazing as well. And it all came together. I felt very, very like vulnerable at that state while recording it and doing the video. The grave site was actually his grave site. Everything was genuine in the video, and there's a lot of pain behind it. And one of my favorites though so far.
Yeah, that one dope, man. I actually wrote a song, kind of like that, man. Name of my song is "Feel My Pain," and
Hmm.
my aunt, she had cancer. Like after going through her first chemo, she came back home, and I saw her, and it's just like I can feel it, man. Like she couldn't talk, but you know what I'm saying. It just, I say her facial expressions, like she was
That's
just
just
in pain, man. It's like I can feel that. So the next day, man, I went to work and I wrote that song. And after I got off, I went and recorded it. And then that weekend, I shot a video for it.
them be the best ones, man. The ones that's life that just talk to you. It's like it's already on your heart. All you gotta do is just physically put it there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
them be the best ones. They come up, you come up with those the quickest because it's you. It's your life, and it's like all I gotta do is make the words rhyme. The story is there.
yeah, because I had one a girl to sing on a hook. Cause we been talking about it. She was like, "Larry, I want to do a song with you." And like after I got there and like start harmonizing the hook in my head, I had messaged her like, "Yo, yeah, I got one. I got one for you." And
Hmm.
like if you hear that song, man, well, you gonna be like, "Yeah, I see what he
Yeah, I'm
talking
gonna have
about."
to check it out, man. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah,
I love hearing, I love hearing, you know what I'm saying, people's life stories through music. I love it.
yeah, it's dope, man. Telling the story.
Exactly. I think that's why I was so hooked on pop and still is the way that I am because it's relatable. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Zaytoven, man. He had like one of your Instagram. He like that that video
Take a
on
ride,
Instagram, that
man.
post. Yeah, take a ride.
Zaytoven, man, genuine person. I'm talking about just Zaytoven is real, down to earth. I actually talked to him this past, I think like Sunday or Monday. You know what I'm saying? So we working on something with that. Um, I reached out to Zaytoven one day just on some, because I used to the not only did the blue check, but the blue check and the name used to make me nervous. I'm like, man, I could reach out to these people. They're not finna, you know what I'm saying? They up here, I'm way down here. They not even finna bother. And I think I had like, I think I had reached out to like 4 or 5 different mainstream people, and I can't lie, it wasn't nothing special. It was a copy and paste to each message. I sent them all the same thing.
Hey, somebody gonna
Zay-
respond.
exactly. But Zaytoven, I'm talking about, I think, no exaggeration, I think Zaytoven hit me back the same day. And you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get how I thought I was gonna get. Like, oh my, like Zaytoven hit me back. It was real so on some. Okay, I got somebody. Let's talk business, and that's exactly how I went in. And Zaytoven, like Zaytoven, a very genuine person. Busy, very busy, but he gonna make time. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying. He's gonna meet your needs. He's gonna what you need. He's got. If he can't do it, he's got somebody that can do it, and we got something in the mix right now. We just got to get a couple kinks worked out. And my next major release is going to be through Zaytoven. And Zaytoven is going to help me with that. And me being at the state that I'm at now, it's like I can't send Zaytoven any song to just put out there, you know what I'm saying? Because him, from a business standpoint, this is what you want, all right? It may not be the best idea, but this is what you want, we'll do it. I can't. I got to know, like, this is it. This is gonna get me exactly where it's supposed to go. And that's my task right now. You know, like I make great music in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very well rounded. But like I said, you can't just send anybody anything. So once that track talks to me, then I hit Zaytoven up and I let him know, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I was at a point where I'm trying to hit Zaytoven up on the regular. I'm like, okay, let's get, you know what I'm saying, tight. Not happening. Zaytoven is very busy. So, you know what I'm saying? That plan didn't work, but you know what I'm saying, when it's serious and I need him to hit me back, you know what I'm saying? He'll hit back and he's straight to the point, and you better be, because the conversation won't be long. So Zaytoven's a really good dude, and I really appreciate what he's done. He plugged me in more ways than, you know what I'm saying, the world knows. That's my ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying? That's one that I got close to the chest, and when the time is right, I'm gonna show that hand. But yeah, Zaytoven's real good dude, man. And anybody who's looking up or want to reach out, I say do it. Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, you serious. People up there, they ain't got time for games, waste, sureness, any of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and you better be ready to spend if it's time to spend. Music is not free. I learned that quick, very quick. You want to be somewhere, no matter how much skill, how much talent, you gonna pay or you gonna go viral. And going viral is very least likely to happen. So you better come out that pocket. I learned that, and I'm about a good since I got out of prison is when I took music serious. And when I put my first dollar towards music, I got out in August of 2022. I really said, this is what I'm finna do in January of 2023. And from then till now, considering that I just don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not one of them racked up type of people, I done still spent about a good 25,000 so far. And I'm barely
Dang.
scratching the surface.
Yeah. So like you said, you got out in 2022.
Yeah, August 2022.
So like, what did you learn from that experience being locked up?
The most simple, honest thing, the one that I really learned that really stuck with me is time is not going to wait. It's not going to stop. Time is going to continue. The world is going to continue. Your family, your friends, they're going to continue their lives. And it took the OGs in there and a lot of me sitting down at that chess table to realize, hey, it's not that they don't care about you. It's not that they forgetting about you. Is that their life is continuing. My life is on pause. My life is, you know what I'm saying, I'm stuck by the decisions I chose to make You know what I'm saying? Very, very in a good headspace. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I like physically, I wasn't where I wanted to be in life, but mentally, I still knew right from wrong. You know, so it just really showed me that time is not gonna stop. And I'm talking about you have no idea how many times I was in there like, man, I'm in here, I ain't got no bills, I ain't gotta worry about this. I'd rather be in that free world stressing about being late on the bill though. For real, for real. I'd rather that be my stress, you know. So it's a lot of things in there that we learn to not take for granted. I'm talking about I can't when I got out, I was so happy to see a dog. I'm just like, man, this is a yeah, it's like this is what we missing, you know. I'm seeing trees, just life itself, like, you know what I'm saying, and it's I did 6 years, five and a half on a 6 year sentence. And that's a long time, you know. And even though I know when I'm getting out, let's say I don't make parole, regardless, my out date is March 23rd, 2023, regardless. Prison has a way of making you feel like you're gonna be in there forever. I'm talking about I know this is my date. I know this date is coming. It's 2021. This date is a year and a half away. I still feel like, you know what? I'm never getting out of this place. And there's a OG told me one day at the chess table, which I'm very good at chess, by the way. Anybody out there want to put money on that chess? I'm for it. I'm telling you, I'm a monster. But an old OG said that, sat me down at the chess table. He was like, man, I was 20. I was still wild. I had an aggravated case, which in Texas, if you have an aggravated charge, which is basically any charge with a weapon, it's mandatory to do 50% before you could even see parole. So I went in there young, YN basically, getting this stuff, threatening guards and all of this. But his OG told me, he was like, man, listen, youngster. He's like, I can tell you smart from playing chess. In my head, being young, I'm like, I don't see how that's a connection, but okay. And he's like, man, he was like, don't come down here and get lost. And I'm just like, I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of those things like the TV shows where that one line just echoes in that person's head while they like cleaning up or laying down. And then like I want to say like a year later, I got what he meant because there was this young kid that came in there that I got cool with, smart. You know what I'm saying? Chill, respectable, and it's like I could slowly see him losing himself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about young, 21. I think he was 21. By this time, I'm already like 23. And he's just, I'm talking about, we used to talk, play chess. You know what I'm saying? He was real intelligent, and he just went on a downward slope. And it dawned on me, like that light went off, and like all I heard was OG say, "Don't come down here and get lost." And I saw that young man get very, very lost. And that really, you know what I'm saying, hit me like, okay, focus. You got a family, you got a kid out there that you've never seen. Let's get home. Prison, it did what it needed to do. And it was my transition from boy to man. I learned to be a man and what a man was like in prison. And it was, yeah. I'm just thankful that I prayed a lot and I came out how you know what I'm saying, prison did for me what it was supposed to do, what its intentional, you know what I'm saying, reasoning is for. It rehabilitated me and it taught me patience. And yeah. So now it's like, now the only thing nothing could teach me is people jumping in front of me without a blinker. There's no patience in the world for that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it did what it was supposed to for me.
The 20 verse 1 incident with Aaron the plumber. Let's get down to the bottom of that, man. What really happened?
Listen, okay, considering what everybody's seen, what I'm about to say is finna sound outrageous, but Aaron the Plumber is a really good dude. He is a cool dude, man. He's from I think like Stockton, California, or whatever. So I'm the first person in my family born in Texas. The rest of us on down is from Texas, at least as far as my grandma's offspring goes. So everybody else is from California. So I was able to relate with him, like, you know what I'm saying, very quickly. Um, but I showed up, you know what I'm saying, to partake in it, not knowing how I was gonna partake in it. And it was all scripted, every bit of it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say every bit of it, but at least that part, cause we just like, we seen a bigger picture. Lil Mike seen a bigger picture. He's cool, you know what I'm saying? Cool, big. He's a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Name is pretty decent. And he just had this idea. He like, man, he was like, listen, he was like, I got this going on and this going on, but I think this is what we should do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you think we should do? And he was like, I think you should let him slap you. I say, what? I say, man, I say, do I look like a person that gets slapped for real? And he's like, nah, you don't. I say, so now I feel even more like you trying to play me. And like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Aaron, I'm like, this dude pretty real. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm like, man, and I've seen, you know what I'm saying, him on TV, you know what I'm saying, being what he's known for, right? And I'm just like, man, this could go sour like so many ways, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, let's do it. And by the way, K Bella, the girl in there, the Jack in the Box girl, great. I'm talking about great woman. Genuine, is a very good person. So I want to kill that narrative that that's not who she is. We wasn't together while they tried to drag her, drag me. You know what I'm saying? We met that day. We met that day, and it was just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak on the whole 20v1 because, you know what I'm saying, it's not my place, not my business. But as far as where I'm concerned, it was all, you know what I'm saying, it did what it was supposed to do. Let's say that. It went viral, and it circulated. My phone blew up, her phone blew up. And it was, I think I just woke up one day to like 30 notifications from family, friends, other artists, my engineers, managers. Like, nah, Taylor, this ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Some of them could tell it was scripted because they know, yeah, this ain't you. Then some was like, oh, you been fronting this whole time. You just let a man slap you. Like, I'm like, look, man, check the story first. Let's check the
Yeah,
facts. But it turned out real good. Like, you know what I'm saying? They they Lil Mike, he's straight. Aaron, the plumber, he cool people. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't. That should let folks know it's not me being scared for anybody who wants to want this. It was just a genuine encounter. I'm talking about we shook it up and talked afterwards and everything. It wasn't all it could be. The only time I did get mad is when somebody stepped on my brand new forces that I had just bought. I had some Air Forces awards. Somebody stepped on them or scuffed them up that I got to take to the mall and get clean. And it was all good. K Bella, it was perfect for her. It was all good, man. So it wasn't none of that.
that's crazy though, because like the internet will take something and just run with it, not knowing the whole situation.
They did. And I know it showed me that once my celebrity gets to where my celebrity needs to be, that I actually got good, you know what I'm saying, control. Cause a lot of those comments, I feel like, nah, let me go on it, you know what I'm saying? But I read it. Me personally, thanks to prison, like my pride doesn't get in my way no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading it, I'm finding the humor in it. I commented on some, you know what I'm saying? And then they'd be like, wait a minute, oh, that's you. I'm like, yeah, that's me. They like, man, you let him slap. Like, man, listen, bro. Some of them was worth commenting on, some wasn't.
Worth the
Some
time.
called me a fake. Some called me a fake Kevin Gates. Now that was the one that hit me. I'm like, dang, I can't be a real hardhead Taylor. I can't be a real Taylor. I gotta be a fake Gates. It was fun. Cause I don't wanna just only be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I wanna get out there. I wanna do some streams. I wanna do some acting. I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I want my fingers in on everything. That was the way to start. And my manager, she hit me up like, so you just gonna be out here ruining your own image, huh? Like, man, it was acting. Some still don't believe me to this day. Like, nah, man. I'm just, hey, man, it is what it is. It was fun. I got paid for it. Simple as that.
So if people want to listen to your music, how could they do that?
YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify. I'm everywhere except for SoundCloud. Now you go, you search me up on SoundCloud, you're gonna find the old stuff. Yep. And that'll happen. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up when a big album drop. They're gonna be like, oh, we found his old stuff. Boom, boom, boom. I left it on there so people can see the growth. You know what I'm saying? You know, got some artists delete all of their old stuff. I left it on there so people could see the growth and see I really even had it when I was about 17, 18. So I'm everywhere, man. And I got some more stuff I'm working on. I got bigger artists I'm working with. It's gonna be a hot summer, like DJ Khaled said. It's about to be a real hot summer. I got something going with Sauce Gohan, big TSF artist. I got some stuff with Young Al, another Houston artist. I got some stuff with Destiny Lynn, an artist out of Atlanta. I'm everywhere. I'm moving around, you know what I'm saying? And it's all just building up and I'm gonna drop it. It's about to be a hot summer, man. Songs, videos, cameos. I'm about to be everywhere.
That's
I'm
what's up.
loving it. I'm loving it.
So if you were to give some advice to a young, a YN, going down the wrong path, what advice would you give them?
Prison don't discriminate. It's discrimination in prison. But getting there, it don't discriminate. So it don't matter who you know, don't matter who you with. Prison is for real and it's gonna get you. It don't matter your age. And I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, you should be scared of prison. You gonna get no, it's none of that. But it's time away that you can't get back. And my naivety, I think is the word, is what got me comfortable with the crimes that I was doing because I'm just so smart. I'm like, well, if I get caught, I'll only get this time or I'll only get probation. Man, them folks gave me a prison sentence the very first time they slapped cuffs on me. No probation. It wasn't even thought of. It wasn't even in the conversation. They slapped them cuffs on me and sent me straight to prison on my very, very first offense. I didn't even have a speeding ticket. So prison is very real. If you got a dream, chase it. If you got something you want to do, regardless of how outrageous it may be, the only time our dreams don't work is when other people tell us it won't work. That's it. And they only saying that because theirs didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. We in a day and age where everybody is doing something. Everybody famous now. Not because they got talent, not because they got skills, but because they invested in themselves or they just did some outrageous viral stuff, which roll the dice on that, but you got to be very, very active on that internet. You want to go viral. I ain't seen nobody post one post and they be just blew up. So invest in yourself. Don't give up. Push. Pray. The Lord gonna get you wherever you feel like you can't be. That's for sure. And stay out them streets. The streets don't love nobody and put them switches down. They throwing extra charges on them switches. Leave it
Yeah.
alone, man.
Hey, one thing old head told me, man, and I had to think about it. He said the streets undefeated.
See it, man. Undefeated, don't matter who you is, how tough you is, who you know, how much money you
Money you
got.
got.
Yeah, out of there. I'm telling you, the streets love nobody, and they just waiting on their next victim. I'm glad I done left that alone. I'll be chilling.
Hey, I appreciate you for coming to chill and vibe, man. But before we go, let everybody know what we doing.
Man, we chilling and vibing, you know what I'm saying? From the Carolinas to Big Texas, man. Whole lot of H-Town stuff. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, appreciate
Yes,
you, man.
sir. Yes, sir. All right, sir. Appreciate you, man.
But yeah.